we have had an absolute catastrophe, and I still don't know how to feel as yet, but I do know I am so depressed. But I've got to pick myself up and get on with things. I do all this FM stuff on my old 2017 MacBook Pro, and it deals with it really, really well in the main. But it came time for its biannual cleanup and service, and so I uploaded in advance yesterday's video and then took it off to the shop to get it done. However, rather like having a haircut with someone who doesn't know how to cut hair, it was given to a trainee and he messed up. And he decided to delete what he thought were unnecessary files, including my Newport save, my personal save, my tactic save I was working on, and my tutorial I was working on. Everything was gone. Even some motion graphics files have disappeared. And so I don't have the Newport save anymore, and I am so distraught. 5th in the league we were. Possible chance of getting into the Europa Cup. We were in the Carabao Cup semi-final against Championship Nottingham Forest, every chance of getting to the final. What about McNeil and Rita and Trod and Baiji and all the expectations I had for them as a forward line? It's all gone. At first I thought I would quit, but I'm not a quitter, and I hope you guys following me are not quitters too. But I was thinking, where shall I go? I can't recreate what can't be recreated. So I decided we're still going to bring glory to Wales, and I've decided that we would start a brand new save down at the Liberty Stadium next to the River Tawe in Swansea. And I remember as a young boy going to the old Vetch Field to watch the Swans play. And I remember with pride the halcyon years of Swansea in the Premier Division, where they refused to change the way they played, and they did ever so well until it all crumbled away from them. So we are going to try and revive Swansea's hopes. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome to the Liberty Stadium in Swansea. And if you've made it through the intro, my sincere apologies. What happened was totally beyond my control. But we're not quitters, and we are going on, and we're going to bring glory to Wales. And so we've moved to the Liberty Stadium in Swansea to take over what actually looks like a very, very tough job indeed, because Sky Bet Championship, in terms of the media predictions for the season, Swansea are predicted to finish in 8th. Lovely, lovely, I hear you say, until we take a look at the squad. And the squad is in a terrible state, and it lacks, totally lacks depth. We have just one forward, really, who is equipped to finish in the playoffs. Midfield is probably okay, but out wide we are going to struggle, and in defence we're absolutely shocking state. And the worst thing about this save is that the club vision is that we will reach the playoffs minimum, and that is required. So whether or not we'll have a job at the end of the season, I'm not quite so sure. One of the big problems that we have is in terms of the finances. Where are you? Where's the finance? There you are. Because they've brought in a lot of players. It's almost like a brand new squad, and there is nothing left in the kitty. Just 184,000, and there's nothing left in the wage budget. And it's a squad that is not equipped to meet the expectations of the board. We do have some loan spots available. We have 3 loan spots available, and I intend to fill those up, as well as try to sell some of our players. We've made a bid for initially for Rhys Williams, a young 20-year-old centre-back from Liverpool, and we've also made a bid for an advanced forward, just 18 years old, Liam Delap. And although he's not great, I'm hoping that he is going to contribute something. Very, very difficult position that we are in. Rhys Williams and Liam Delap, though, I hope that they will come and give us some sort of stability up front and at the back. Pre-season wasn't great. We got off to a very poor start, and I am having trouble in terms of the managerial support. They have not taken to me, and I cannot seem to influence a number of key players in the squad. And that obviously is causing a problem, and it's difficult really to know what to do about this. So that's the second big problem that we have. And so we are going to start today with a game against Blackburn. Let's go and play some football. And so we have one of the problems we have immediately is that Hannes Wolf, one of our key players, is suspended for the first 3 games of the season, which is not great, which leaves us very short. We're going with a 4-4-2, but we will probably change that as the season goes on. And at the back we have Christie, Cabango, Bennett, Manning, Patterson, Nisham, Grimes and Ogbeta making his debut on the left wing, with Obafemi and Piro up front. So let's go and play Blackburn, and let's hope that we can get off to a very, very good start. Please, FM, make me feel a little bit happier. It has not been the best few days of my life. Come on, cheer me up, and let's bring glory to Swansea. And straight away, Fisher has the ball. We have a highlight. And it's back to Fisher. Fisher plays a long ball forward. And Piro tries to bring the ball down, but he can't bring it down. And that's pumped long upfield. And that's easily dealt with by Cabango. Cabango finds Newcomb, he's looking for Odefemi. Can he go down the right? Can he get a cross in? He turns inside, gets the cross in, and that, was so close. That was a chance. It's a good start, and hopefully we're going to build on that. Bennett plays it back to Fisher, he finds Manning looking up the line for Ogbeta, and that's into Piro is through. Can he score? And he doesn't. But it's good football. It's a good start from Swansea. I nearly said Newport. It's a good start from Swansea, and this is the kind of thing that we want to see. As Grimes flicks in the corner, and that was a chance. That was a golden opportunity, and like I said, we are very, very short up front. They are not the greatest strikers that I've ever seen in my life. As Odefemi, again, it's a poor ball, but it's headed back and picked up by Christie, who's on loan from Fulham. And he finds Obafemi, and there's a cross into the box, and it's in. It's Ogbeta, who has scored on his debut, and what a start. 7 minutes on the clock. It is Blackburn 0, Swansea 1, and that was a goal really out of nothing. It's just a simple cross, and Ogbeta on the far post just volleyed it in. It was a poor defensive error by Blackburn, and we are a goal to the good. And let's hope that we can keep that going, and that we can build on that now and really make a very good start to this brand new save. At least that's my hope. But it's Blackburn on the ball, and Travis is looking forward, and they are being forced back. We do a very peculiar type of press, which you probably wouldn't believe works, but it does work in the main. And again, it has worked as Patterson picks up the ball. He finds Christie looks inside for Newcomb, but that was not great. and they are not particularly playing well together. But there's a long ball through to Grimes, and Grimes is in the clear, and it is Blackburn 0, Newport 2. Newport, I said Newport, I'm trying desperately not to say Newport. It's Blackburn 0, Swansea 2, and it was a speculative ball, and Grimes from centre midfield found himself in the clear and easily beat the goalkeeper. Grimes, who is one of the few players who could possibly survive through to the Premier League. There is a lot of work to be done here at Swansea, and it's like it's probably going to be a more difficult job than I had anticipated. But there's Fisher. And Fisher, he finds Manning, and Manning looks for Grimes. Grimes to Ogbeta into Price. And here is Obafemi. Obafemi coming forward, and again that was a chance, but again it shows how lightweight we are up front, and I'm really hoping that we can sign that boy from Manchester City. Grimes flicks in the corner, but that's cleared away by Blackburn. But it is actually all Swansea at the moment. Blackburn don't know how to handle us. We have had the majority of the game. Our XG is way superior, and it is the best possible start that I could have hoped for. As Blackburn come forward, and that's a chance, and that's a good save by Fisher. And wow, 2-0 coming up to half-time as Fisher launches the ball. There's a bit helter-skelter. There's a lot of highlights in this game as Blackburn look to come forward, and that's a great tackle by Kabonga. And Patterson picks it up. He drives down the right. He looks forward to Obafemi. Obafemi finds Nicham in midfield, and he gives it inside to Christie. This is nice. Slow it down. We're not trying to play particularly fast, direct forward play. But here's Odefemi. Odefemi is in. Can he score? And he's missed another chance. And chance after chance after chance has fallen his way. He hasn't taken any. And it's still Blackburn 0, Swansea 2. And there's another highlight. And that's a header easily saved by the Blackburn goalkeeper. And yet another highlight before half-time as Christie finds Patterson. But that's a poor ball. And that's hacked away by the Blackburn defence. But Diaz looks to pick this up, and they could counter-attack here. And he looks to get a cross in. He does. And there's a header, and it is Blackburn 1, Swansea 2. Rothwell has equalised for... not equalised, I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. He has pulled one back for Blackburn. And... that is not what we wanted just before half-time. And so we need now just to hold on to half-time, and I'll give the boys something to think about at half-time, because I'm not too happy with the amount of chances we have created and not put away. As Nicham looks for Ogbeta again. He's in the clear. Can he score this time? No, he can't. Another chance goes begging, and it remains Blackburn 1, Swansea 2. And please, we're ready for half-time now. And we are going to tell the forwards that they just have not been good enough and really not very happy with their finishing at all. And all that we need to do is just hold on. 48 minutes on the clock. Ogbeta with a long punt into the box. And that was a header again, which clipped the top of the crossbar, I think. We have been so close. But at least we have got the 2 goals on the board as Nicham and Grimes exchange passes. Grimes looks for Obafemi. Obafemi's in. Can he do it this time? Yes, he can. It is Blackburn 1, Swansea 3, and that hopefully is game over. A beautiful exchange of passes between Nicham and Grimes. Obafemi is onside, and this time he didn't miss. Blackburn, I thought he's been given offside. Oh, no way. And Blackburn have a chance. I thought it would be given. Oh no, I'm going to make a couple of substitutions here. I have no idea what's going on. I thought that goal had been given. I had no idea it was given offside. But still, we are still dominating this game. We just can't finish it off. And I really hope this isn't going to be one of those games which ends in a 2-2 draw, because here come Blackburn, and Blackburn have scored. And it is one of those games where we are not going to be able to win this. We're going to get FM. It is now 2-2. It was a simple ball over the top. Nice, calm, composed play. And it is now Blackburn 2, Swansea 2. And so the misery continues here down in Wales. And we have done everything right, except for score. And I'm really furious with the attack. But I did say it is a little bit light. And it's I just hope this boy from Manchester City will make a difference. And there's a cross into the box, but that's headed out. It comes to Smith. Smith to Patterson. Patterson, oh, Better has got his second goal. He's not offside this time. And we have gone back in front. It's Blackburn 2, Swansea 3. We are back in front. And Ogbeta, on his debut, has got 2 goals today. What an amazing debut. It was just good movement. He got himself into the box, into a position where he could score, and side-footed it inside the far post. It is Blackburn 2, Swansea 3. And this time we are onside, and this time we have 5 minutes to go. We are back in front. And we just need to just hold on, take the 3 points, and I'll be happy. But we do have a final highlight as Christie looks to take a short throw in here. And he finds Peterson, Nietzsche making his way inside. He was fouled, and there's a chance. And that was a real chance. And if that had gone in, it would have been game over. But we are now deep into time added on. I think this has got to be it. As Christie picks up the ball, just run it out, run it into the corner, take your time. He finds Nietzsche. Nietzsche looks inside, but he's had the ball taken off him. Is there time for Blackburn? No, there isn't. The final score, Blackburn 2, Swansea 3. We've taken the 3 points, but it didn't look great. And hopefully the future will look a lot better, because up front we look terrible. But we are in second place at the moment. There are teams who have still yet to play. But let's have a look at what is coming up over the next few weeks. And through the month of August, fixtures come thick and fast, as they do in the Championship. We have a game against Sutton in the Caribou Cup, then Sheffield United, Stoke, Bristol City and Preston, all one after the other. I will come back, I think, for the Hull game. And we will take stock and see where we are at the end of the Hull game. We will also have gone through the transfer window. It will have shut by then. And we hopefully will have some news that some players have come in. And so, if you are a first-time visitor here, then subscribe, watch, like and comment, and help the channel to grow and help us to support the very, very worthwhile cause. My sincere apologies to all those who've been following Newport. You cannot be more upset than I am. But together we can bring glory back to South Wales in the form of Swansea. And we are on the way. And so all that remains to be said now is we will see you in episode 2 when we are home to Hull City.